Welcome to WTW Mayhem 13. I am Thomas Drake and
I'm back. Mitch McConnell, folks.
King Crunch returned on Mayhem 12 last week, and he had a change in heart and is now on the fan side. He's no longer a cheater, and Wesley Walker had a problem with that, and those two will meet at Summer Showdown in a no DQ match if he does not pick up the win against Jackson Hendricks for the title tonight, because King Crunch he cheated to win the title in the first place, but he got stripped due to an injury and Hendricks won it. Now we have the rematch of the Millennium tonight. T-Bone attacked WTF last night for an unknown reason, and we will find out tonight why T-Bone attacked WTF.
I'm excited to find out why that happened.
Me too. And Jackson Hendricks and Chase Chambers had a heated confrontation last week. If you haven't seen it, check it out. The confrontation will continue this week. This is the last Mayhem before Summer Showdown. Summer Showdown is July 23rd. Tune into the action. And Hendricks and Chambers have a contract signing tonight. We have a rematch of the Millennium, but no animosity this time between Hendricks and Crunch in a title match. T-Bone explains why he attacked WTF, and Wesley Walker talks about his match with King Crunch if King Crunch does not pick up the win at tonight on Mayhem 12. What a Mayhem we have planned. Summer Showdown. More matches will be confirmed tonight, and I'm excited. I'm excited for King Crunch versus Jackson Hendricks, the rematch. That's going to be a heated matchup. No animosity, but two great competitors, and let's get into it.
Let's do this.
And here comes King Crunch. He looks focused and ready. Here, he looks focused and ready. He said last week that he's no longer a corporate chump. His return match, WTW title match.
Hell of a fight. And you know what? I respect the man.
See, he's good man now.
I hope he brings his all.
We are waiting. WTW champion Jackson Hendricks. Close call here. Performing this close to a 2 out of 3 falls match with Chase Chambers if he wins here. But here he is. The WTW champion Jackson Hendricks here tonight. You may have a 2 out of 3 falls match at Summer Showdown if he can retain tonight, but King Crunch has got to bring his A game. King Crunch may have some ring ruts because he has not competed since Mayhem 8 back in April.
Tom, you call him a fighting champion. I call him stupid for even competing in this match.
Fighting champion.
Before Summer
Walk
Showdown.
Up. Hendricks working that arm, spinning it once more, putting it behind his back, putting him in a headlock. A takedown by the WTW champion. King Crunch going for the pin and a kick out.
I don't even want. Yeah, I don't even
Hendricks
like
still
these
working the
guys.
headlock here, and Crunch has got him in a head scissors. Can Hendricks get out of this? Pops back on his feet.
Honestly, I'm glad these guys are beating the crap out of each other tonight.
He gives Wesley Walker and Chase Chambers an advantage if Crunch does not win tonight. Hendricks working that arm again, flipping, and an enziguri to the head.
What a kick to the head, though.
WTW champion has had a strong start on Mayhem 13. Remember, King Crunch could be in a leg DDT to the right leg. King Crunch could be rusty because he has not performed since April of 2016.
It looks like they
another
rip
leg
their legs
DDT
off when they do that, Tom.
They call that the most devastating move in backyard wrestling. Getting that arm. And what a submission by Hendricks.
Man.
And
these guys, this will probably be a good match because these guys, I got to admit, they are talented wrestlers, but what sellouts.
They're not sellouts. They're good people. And a sit-out powerbomb by returning King Crunch. Go for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out by Hendricks. I thought King Crunch might have had him there early.
Considering Jackson Hendricks is a chump, I thought it might have been over already.
Chump, a good competitor. They're back in the lockup. King Crunch with some knees here.
Girly knees, Tom.
And suplex by King Crunch.
What a suplex.
Can King Crunch reclaim his title here on Mayhem 13? A fisherman suplex. Remember, last time King Crunch was here, he was a cheater, he was corrupt, and the fans hated him. But he's had a change in heart. And a German suplex by King Crunch. King Crunch looking great here as he returns to action here on Mayhem 13.
Hey, just want a little side note, Tom. If Chase Chambers was in this match, if it was a triple threat, neither one of these guys would have a chance.
Leg DDT. Chase Chambers calls himself the best and the greatest man to ever walk this earth.
He is. He's good looking, too.
And another leg DDT by King Crunch. The WTW champion is in trouble here on Mayhem 13. Going for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out by Jackson Hendricks. Now, if Hendricks can retain here against a returning Crunch, he will go one-on-one with Chase Chambers in the final match in their feud, 2 out of 3 falls match. Hendricks flying over Crunch's back.
Flew over
a
his back.
super kick.
Right to us. Wow.
And he went for an Enziguri and Crunch moved. And Crunch with a drop kick.
That was a pretty vicious drop kick, I gotta say, Tom.
Now, like I was saying before all this action sped up,
That
if
was
Hendricks
action,
can
too.
retain, he will face Chase Chambers in a 2 out of 3 falls match in the final match in their rivalry. And a neck breaker by King Crunch.
I'm excited to see Chambers win that
Going for the
championship.
pin, 1, and a kick out at 2. Man, this match has already started off 100 miles per hour.
We got the fans over there cheering.
Clothesline by
Took his
Hendricks.
head
Crunch,
off, Tom.
Crunch going for another clothesline. Hendricks catches the arm. And a neck breaker.
Oh.
Now remember, this feud is the one. This is the iconic feud in WTW. This is what made WTW between these two men. But now they respect each other, and Crunch has had a change in heart.
What's this?
Go for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out by King Crunch. These two men had a lot of history. The first two men that debuted on WTW, and they started out with legitimate hatred. But like I've said, King Crunch had a change in heart. He was pissed that Wesley Walker replaced him with Chambers.
Wesley Walker's the greatest. Him and Chase Chambers.
Spinning back kick. Hendricks went for a Pele kick, and King Crunch moved.
He's
Now it's
moving
King
like a
Crunch
ninja today, Tom.
with a modified Pele kick of his own.
Wow. Athleticism is shown by this sellout, big man.
And a bloody Sunday
Oh.
by King Crunch.
And I gotta say, that chump, Jackson Hendricks, just got what he deserves. They both
King
deserve
Crunch
a
going for the pin.
beatdown.
1, 2, and a kick out by Hendricks at 2.
I hope they beat the crap out of each other for about 30 or 45 minutes.
You know, if Hendricks does retain here and Wesley Walker faces King Crunch and Hendricks faces Chambers in a 2 out of 3 falls, what an advantage it would be for the corporate side of WTW with Walkers and Chambers. Because at Summer Showdown is July 23rd, this Saturday. These two men will not be at 100%.
Corporate side, you mean the only side, Tom?
Corporate side is corrupt. And a suplex by King Crunch. Well, no, that was a brain buster.
That was awesome.
And a package
Oh!
pile driver.
Wow, this action is insane by these sellout chumps. Man, I gotta say, I'm enjoying the watching.
Shades of El Generico, a.k.a. Sami Zayn.
Wow.
Irish whip.
Whoa.
And a pop-up powerbomb.
Oh my
King Crunch is
goodness.
on fire here on Mayhem 13.
Wow.
This match is for the WTW Championship. Can King Crunch, a change in heart and Crunch, reclaim his championship here?
The chump champ is in trouble, Tom.
An overhead release
Oh.
suplex by King Crunch.
You see how Crunch just used his power and just tossed him around like a
WTW
rag
champion.
doll?
WCW champion Hendricks fighting out of it. Suplex.
Wow.
Bouncing on his back on his feet.
He still got him.
And a non-sit-out Falcon Arrow by Hendricks.
Oh.
Couldn't quite get the sit-out, but he got the damage
Oh, look,
done.
Hendricks is moving now too, Tom. These guys are just moving it.
Hendricks, what's he got in mind here? And Crunch moved, but he went for a running, shooting star press. We have never seen him attempt that move. Big match here, so he's laying it all on the line.
I guess so.
What does King Crunch have here? Remember, a lot of history between these two men. King Crunch went for a 450 splash. That is impressive of a man his size doing a 450 splash.
That was awesome just to watch that big man do some flips.
What is Hendricks?
Tom.
A double foot
Oh.
stomp here.
Right in his sternum.
Oh, and a kick to the head.
Did you hear that? He kicked him right in his forehead, Tom.
And a frog splash by Hendricks. Going for the
Shades
pin.
of Guerrero.
1, 2, and a kick out by Crunch.
We're watching some Latino heat in the making.
Like I've said, these two used to be bitter rivals. They didn't hate anyone more than they hated each other. But Crunch had a change in heart, and they respect the hell out of each other now. And this is all just about the WTW Championship. These two men are willing to put it on the line. A super kick.
Right in his face.
Crunch was on his knees. Hendricks hit a super kick there.
And I know he had a change of heart. We had to watch these guys be little whiny turds.
Jay Hendricks went for a moonsault, but saw that Crunch move, so he landed on his feet.
What a good move. He reversed his own. He was about to miss and he reversed itself.
Smart strategy by Hendricks,
Exactly.
seeing Crunch move. Good ring awareness.
Exactly.
And a 450
Oh!
splash! Going for the pin. 1, 2. Talk about good ring awareness.
Tom.
Like I was just talking about, Crunch had his foot
Wow.
on the tarp, so the count got broken.
Wow.
Hendricks hit a big 450 splash, and if there was no
Wow.
tarp broken, that could have been it.
I think he might have crushed Crunch's ribs, Tom.
Hendricks picking up the former champion in Crunch. I'm glad Crunch is not corrupt and a cheater anymore. Chase Chambers took that spot in WTW.
Well, he's a sellout is what you mean.
Hendricks, spinning back kick.
He went to the dark side.
Pele kick!
Wow.
Going for the pin!
He took the whole side of his face off.
1, 2, and King Crunch staying in it this time.
Keep doing it, boys. Keep beating the shit out of each other.
Wow, what a match this has been on Mayhem 13.
Right.
Rematch of the Millennium for the WTW
Hey,
Championship.
he kicked him right in his ass, Tom.
Oh, and a kick to the ribs.
And those are the same ribs he could have crushed on that 450.
And a kick right to the head.
Wow.
Now, Mitch,
This is insane.
Isn't it seeing these two fight with respecting each other and not being bitter rivals? Because Crunch was corrupt.
I hate you, Tom.
And a DDT by King
Let's
Crunch.
stick to the action, okay?
That's my line. King Crunch, what does he have in mind here?
Look at the athleticism of this guy.
Going for a curb stop. Hendricks caught him with a counter.
Whoa!
Oh my God! That might have been the counter of the century.
And he's taking too long to cover, Tom.
1, 2, and a kick out by King Crunch.
Told you. Not a smart chump champ.
Wow. And boy, has this been a match. Oh,
Insane.
Crunch got him. Crunch caught him. Brent's killer.
Wow.
This could be over.
Whoa.
Crunch could pick up the WTW Championship here tonight on Mayhem 13.
It might
What
be
would this do to
over.
Summer Showdown?
Champ is in trouble.
Oh, Hendricks kicked out at 2.
I cannot believe this, Tom. Did that just really happen?
It did.
That was crazy
But
insane.
like I've said, these two had an iconic rivalry in WTW, but now they're on the same side, looking both to take down the corporate side. Hendricks with Chambers this Summer Showdown, Crunch with Walker, if Crunch does not pick up the title here.
Look at...
Maybe Crunch going for the Crunch Clash.
Oh, the chump champ is in trouble, Tom.
The King Crunch
did it.
Clash! The King Crunch Clash going for the pin.
And he turned him
1,
over
2.
to pin.
How did Hendricks kick out of the King Crunch Clash?
Wow. Ho-ho. This is crazy. Oh.
What a match between these two former rivals now.
Tom, I'll give you this. I don't like either one of these chumps, but man, what a match, Tom. What a match.
That's one thing we agree on. And a kick up by King Crunch. Hendricks took a breather to catch his breath outside the ring. Smart strategy. Super kick!
Oh, my face hurts just looking at it, Tom. Oh my goodness. He kicked his head off, literally. His head's probably rolling on the ground somewhere.
Oh, what does Hendricks have in mind? Oh, Crunch Irish Whip. Hendricks went over his
He
back.
rolled over him again.
Drop kick.
That's some ninja crap, Tom.
Clothesline by the WTW champion.
He is pretty quick.
Jackson getting back up King Crunch. And what the hell?
Oh,
Kicking Crunch's head off.
it's like a spinning, a roundhouse your ass Dale
And
kid.
a baseball slide. And another baseball slide.
Oh, this match is crazy.
And a third one to top it off. Knocking Crunch outside the ring.
Man, these guys are just battling today. Got to give it to them. Not really. I hate them, but
Hendricks
man.
diving off. And a flying WTW champion is what we got there. Came down and hit Crunch right in the face.
Well, if he didn't kick his head off before, man, he just took his head off on that flying. Oh, wow.
Looks like a flying forearm almost.
Something. Oh, man, did you hear it too? You could hear the
Hendricks
impact.
eyes will be- Crunch counter. Did you see the way Hendricks' hip went straight to the metal of the ring?
And it whipped. His hip hit the side of the ring and it whipped him into the ring. Man, that was bad. He may not be able to walk after that, Tom.
And Crunch picking up the Crunch. No, maybe a submission finisher. The Crunch face. The Prince Killer didn't work. The Crunch face might.
The crunch face.
King
He got
Crunch
it
has got
on.
hit. The
He's got it on.
Will Hendricks lose the title
It's
here on
over.
Mayhem 13 to a returning King Crunch?
The champ chump is in trouble, Tom. He's in trouble.
Will Hendricks tap here?
He's gonna tap.
What a win this
He's
would be.
gonna tap.
Hendricks reverses 1,
He reversed
2, and a
it.
kick out by King Crunch.
Oh, what action we got going on these chumps.
Come on.
It's like two negatives equal a positive.
Oh, and a Superman punch. We've never seen Hendricks do that.
And it didn't drop the big man. But
And
look
a
at-
Pele kick
he
does the
finishes him
job.
off. He finishes him off. Wow. Man. And this gives Chase Chambers the advantage for Summer Showdown,
If
Tom.
Crunch does not win the title, Hendricks going for the resolution.
true.
Crunch counter. Crunch going for the Prince Killer. Now it's Hendricks countering.
Oh. What?
Calf crusher.
Calf
Calf
crusher.
crusher. Will Crunch tap. Will Hendricks retain here?
Oh, no. I don't know what's going to happen, Tom.
Will Jackson Hendricks retain the title and go into Summer Showdown to face his bitter rival Chase Chambers that backstabbed him? They're best friends their whole life, and he backstabbed him. Will he have Crunch tap and go into that match?
Their whole friendship was a backstab by Jackson against Chase.
And no, Chase backstabbed Wesley and joined the corporate side. He made a deal with the devil himself.
The boss, the best boss in the world? He pays our bills, Tom.
Corrupt.
Well, you better respect him someday.
Hendricks picking up Crunch. He could have tapped him out with that calf crusher. And King Crunch picking up Hendricks and a pile driver. Pile driver drilling Hendricks. Oh, and Hendricks is twitching.
Pop go the weasel and the weasel go pop, Tom.
Wow. Went for an elbow drop.
And he missed, man.
Hendricks. Super kick.
Right. Oh, my goodness. We're going to see a bruised up face after this match, Tom.
Hendricks. What does he have in mind here?
Who
Picking up the
knows?
challenger. These two men, so much respect for each other after that change in heart from Crunch. Irish whip.
Well, when he lost his balls.
Springboard cutter. And Hendricks hits his neck right on the mat. If
What
Hendricks can
a
go to the
cutter.
cover, he may retain here on Mayhem 13 and go into Summer Showdown as the champion.
1, 2.
Oh my gosh!
How did he kick out?
Oh, that's a question I can't even answer, Mitch.
Well, you're not very smart, so I can't imagine you could.
All tribute to Daniel Bryan Hendricks with
Look at those
trademark
rapid kicks.
kicking right. And a head on the top head off.
Oh. The poor King Crunch's head. You know what? He deserves it. I hope they kick each other's heads off. They have been, Tom. We've witnessed it.
Contradicting what your own moves say. Went for
Shut
a
up.
Phoenix splash.
What a splash, and he caught him with the...
He couldn't
Whoa.
quite hit the pin there.
He tried, but man, these guys are exhausted.
They
I
battled
think.
and battled and battled. Hendricks couldn't quite hit the pin.
Did he collapse? Is he okay? I mean, these
If
guys
Hendricks
are...
had called the pin, that might have been it there.
Yeah, but he just collapsed. These guys are... Oh, what a match.
What the hell?
No, Hendricks saying, what the hell? And it's Wesley
Whoa,
Walker.
the boss is here. What's good? Get him, boss.
A welcome into Walker's world.
He said, welcome to my world,
Bitch.
bitch.
The GM corrupt as ever. And a crucifix powerbomb.
The hell? Wesley Walker. What happened? Wesley Walker.
No.
The
He
boss.
robbed us of the finish. Hendricks is not going to let it finish this way. Hendricks is not going to let Mayhem 13 finish this way. No, he will not pin him. He will.
What? He's stupid.
Instead, he helps King Crunch up. What a sign of respect amongst these two men. Shaking
wanna see
hands.
an ending,
One hell of a
Tom.
fight. Hendricks will face Chambers in a 2 out of 3 falls match to close their feud. What a backstab.
Thank you for the... Wow.
Hendricks,
We're both coming after
they're both coming after you. Hendricks and Crunch on the same team could be a dangerous thing for WTW. And what more importantly, the corporate side.
And Crunch just collapses.
Crunch collapses here.
And
But what a match we just witnessed on Mayhem
Wow.
13. But Chase Chambers
action.
stabbed Jackson Hendricks in the back.
it's called... he's
Back in
tired of
April.
being in the shadow.
It wasn't in the shadow. Wesley Walker made him one promise, and Chase Chambers took a deal with the devil. And now he will meet with his former best friend from his whole life in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Mania, Hendricks won. Mayhem 9, Chambers won. Retribution, it was a draw. And Summer Showdown, 2 out of 3 falls. Put both of them to the test to see who wins. WTF, after he faced, returning last week, he faced Chase Chambers to try to prove himself. And T-Bone attacked him. And we are about to figure out why T-Bone attacked him. But Wesley Walker robbed the fans of the finish. And Wesley Walker will have something to say and address why he did that. And address why
The
he
boss.
hates this new Crunch so much that is not a part of the corporate side.
The greatest.
Chase Chambers is the corporate guy of Wesley Walker, and Summer Showdown will put him to the test as he faces Jackson Hendricks in a 2 out of 3 falls match. And what a match that will be, ladies and gentlemen.
Chambers is going to be the new champ.
Wesley
Tom.
Walker faces King Crunch in a no DQ match, but up next, we will see T-Bone address WTF after what he did last week. Chase Chambers beat WTF in a close matchup on Mayhem 12 last week, but T-Bone, Next Gen Champion, the Next Gen Champion attacked WTF after the match without any
Out of
explanation.
nowhere.
But T-Bone will be, the Next Gen Champion will be explaining it up next Here we go.
I'm excited to hear. He always has so much to say.
Here's the next gen champion T-Bone. Let's see what he has to say about attacking WTF last week. Mitch, why do you think he did it?
Honestly, I have no idea.
That's a question we're all wondering.
When he did it, I was like, WTF, man.
All right, let's see
I
what...
get it. I made a joke, Tom.
Pun intended completely. Let's see what the next gen champ has to say here.
The question has been asked a lot since Mayhem 12. Why did I attack WTF? Well, the answer is, why couldn't I? I'm the most violent wrestler in WTW. I'm the next gen champion. I'm the perfect formula. You know, and WTF, he just comes out here making a mockery of WTW. Just pumping the air and throwing money all over. And you fans actually like it? No. He doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve to be here. So that's why at Summer Showdown, I want to face him, WTF, in a hardcore match. And I will beat him.
He has no chance.
And I won't just beat him. I'll make sure he'll never be able to hump the air again. I'll hurt him so bad, he wouldn't be able to get out of bed.
Strong words by the
T-Bone
next...
heading into Summer Showdown.
Whoa.
These two will meet in a hardcore match for the Next Gen Championship. What a match scheduled for Summer Showdown, and we will see you all there.
Ladies and gentlemen, T-Bone unfair to WTF. WTF never did anything to T-Bone.
Oh,
WTF never did anything to T-Bone, but they will meet in a hardcore match for the next gen title, baby.
I'm
It's
tired
Summer
of seeing
Showdown.
the air humps too. It's ridiculous, and he's gonna get his ass kicked.
It's
Tom.
he's allowed to do whatever he wants, and the fans like it.
It's
And that's all that
inappropriate.
matters, Mitch.
It's inappropriate, and I'm not a fan.
Well, here we have the contract signing between Chambers and Hendricks for their 2 out of 3 falls match at Summer Showdown.
And I'll tell you what, Hendricks doomed himself when he took that match against Crunch because he is beat down.
Let's see what Chambers has to say here. Here he is. Here on WTW Mayhem 13.
AKA the greatest man to ever walk the damn earth.
Remember, Summer Showdown is this Saturday, July 23rd. T-Bone meets WTF in a hardcore match for the next gen title. Chambers meets Hendricks in the main event of Summer Showdown in the 2 out of 3 falls. And Wesley Walker faces King Crunch. We will hear from Wesley Walker on the last segment of Mayhem 13.
I love hearing from the boss, Tom. I know you do too.
I beg to differ. Here's the WTW champion. Let's see what he has to say.
Do you mean you differ to beg, Tom?
Don't correct me. Intense feud.
You realize once you sign the contract, there's no running away out of this match. There won't be any running away. Don't worry.
Look, he can't even hardly get up. He's hurt.
He injured his knee in a private workout.
I'd like to say thank you to the man bringing up the contract, aka Andrew Hawk. Andrew Hawk. Mike Hawk? Mike Hawk. Oh, Mike Hawk. All right.
We have Mike Hawk bringing out the contract to make this official.
You're the champion. Yeah, you sign first.
No,
He signs first.
no.
Listen to me.
Get to do it last
Sign
because you're
first.
better.
Guess I'll have to be the professional one here like I always have been.
That's
Nah,
it, best for
your
last,
thoughts
huh?
have been filled.
Mike Hawk is
Your
the
ego's
best.
been built up. And your douchiness has went over 9,000. Dragon Ball Z fans, you'll get that. So, you know, I'm going to sign this contract, and this is a 2 out of 3 falls match, and, you know, listen, like I said, you do have a chance of winning. You're damn good, but you're not as good as you say you are. Because at Summer Showdown, I'm walking in WTW champion, and I'm walking out WTW champion, because you're going to regret the day you ever turned on me. We were best friends for 15 years, and I'm going to kick your little ass all over the arena at Summer Showdown. This one, alright. Well, all I've really got to say is, this entire time in WTW, even ever since we started out as ex-Calvary, I've used you to get where I am. And I know, on the inside, that makes you so, so angry. And I can't get enough of it. I love it.
He's so smart, Tom.
And now, I got exactly what I need. I get the money. I'm up at the top. I'm I'm exactly where I need to be.
And a super kick! Chambers has called himself the greatest man, the best, and he turned his back on Hendricks and used him. I can't blame him for that.
Wow. That was bullcrap.
Chambers has not signed the contract yet against Hendricks. Hey, Hendricks, grab it. Oh, and an uppercut to the balls.
He does what he needs to do, Tom. Whoa.
What arrogance. Chase saying, don't disrespect me. Who does he think he is? Twist of Chase by the
Wow.
number one contender.
Twist of Chase. I love it. And that's a great example of what's going to happen.
Now, number one contender, the
Summer
cocky,
Showdown.
the arrogant, Wesley Walker's corporate
I
champion,
don't give a
corporate
fuck
guy.
about you. Here's me signing this damn contract.
The greatest boss
Right here.
and the
Chase Chambers.
greatest
Hold on.
wrestler, Tom.
It says Chase Chambers signature. There you go.
It's
Now
official.
you'll watch me bury his face into this damn mat at Summer Showdown. So it's official now. Take that, Mike Hawk.
Mike Hawk is the best
You know-
contract bringer outer.
Before Summer Showdown, I'm gonna take a trip to the hardware store and I'm gonna go buy a few shovels because I'm gonna bury your ass. Well, we'll see.
Summer Showdown. These two men meet in 2 out of 3 falls. Chambers used Hendricks for everything. And this is where Chambers used Hendricks for everything. But now Wesley Walker speaks on his match with King Crunch at WTW. Summer Showdown, July 23rd, this Saturday. Let's see what he's got to say.
Oh, Wesley Walker, can I please get a few words with you about your upcoming match against your former guy, King Crunch, at Summer Showdown?
First and foremost, did you even get the Did you?
I was just...
Shut up. Right now I'm going to tell you something. This episode of Mayhem, brought to you by Peace Tea. This razzleberry, the bomb. It's the drink,
Drink it up.
Anyway, don't ever approach me without scheduling the interview, damn it.
What a douchebag.
What a great man.
Saw that interference. Saw that interference with the Jackson King Crunch match. I'll tell you one simple reason for that. Crunch, you turn your back on me, there's consequences.
That's right.
Turn your back on the corporate side, you're done.
Exactly.
I handed you the title on a silver platter. You were everything with me and nothing without me. And I'm here to tell you, Summer Showdown is a no DQ match. Big mistake on your part, bro. I don't like you. I made you.
Yes, you
Once
did.
again, you are nothing without me. You're one piece of trash.
King Crunch is an amazing
Same level as
performer.
that
Great person.
Garbage, Jackson Hendricks.
He's right about both of them, Tom.
I'm done with this. Summer Showdown, your ass is mine. Getting it? Just done.
Thank you, Wesley Walker, for the few words. Okay.
Summer Showdown is this Saturday, July 23rd. Wesley Walker meets King Crunch in a no DQ match. Wesley Walker interfered, robbed the fans of a finish. Chambers
Did his
stabbed
job.
Hendricks in the back. They will meet in a 2 out of 3 falls match in the final feud. Final match in their feud. Chambers used Hendricks to get where he's at. 2 out of 3 falls. It's going to put Chambers to the test. T-Bone insulted WTF literally for no reason. WTF did not do anything wrong to T-Bone.
He humps air, Tom.
T-Bone and WTF will meet in a hardcore match in the show opener of Summer Showdown this Saturday, July 23rd. Hardcore match for the Next Gen Championship.
T-Bone's
Walker
gonna bury him.
versus Crunch. Former great business relationship.
boss.
Crunch had a change in heart. Walker didn't like that, and they will meet Summer Showdown, July 23rd, no DQ. Chambers turned his back on Hendricks, and they will meet in 2 out of 3 falls. We will see you all there
What
Saturday,
mayhem.
July 23rd. Thanks for joining us here on Mayhem 13.
Summer